In a small town, a love story unfolded between Molly and Joseph, a love so deep they promised each other forever. Molly, with her humble beginnings, and Joseph, born into wealth as the son of the town's church owners, seemed to defy the odds. Their bond was the talk of the town, a beautiful testament to love's power. But storms were gathering on the horizon, storms crafted by family and fortune. Joseph's parents had other plans. They saw a perfect match in Juliet, the daughter of their wealthy friends. They pushed for a union that was more about business and status than love. Joseph refused, his heart belonging solely to Molly, but he couldn't bring himself to tell her, fearing the pain it would cause. He chose silence, hoping to protect her from the pressure he was under. The secret didn't last long. Joseph's younger brother, Alex, perhaps out of concern or a sense of justice, revealed everything to Molly. The news was a shock, but Molly's faith in Joseph was unwavering. She trusted him. Their love was pure, and Molly had decided to wait until their wedding night, a promise Joseph respected and cherished. One evening, temptation arrived unannounced at Joseph's door. It was Juliet, dressed to allure, a look of sad understanding in her eyes. "I know you love Molly," she said softly, "and I accept it, but can we just be friends? I can keep you company when she's not around." Joseph, seeing no harm in friendship, agreed. He offered her a drink. They talked, they danced. The night blurred, and before he knew it, a line was crossed. They had spent the night together. The morning brought immediate regret. "You have to leave," Joseph told Juliet, his voice strained. "This can never happen again. This stays between us." Juliet left without a word. Days turned into weeks, and life seemed to return to normal. Joseph and Molly continued their love story, seeing each other, sharing kisses, and dreaming of a future filled with children whose names they'd playfully debate. Their bond felt stronger than ever. But Molly couldn't shake the name she'd heard from Alex. One day, she gently asked Joseph, "Who is Juliet?" The color drained from his face. "Babe, who told you?" He stammered. "Your brother," she replied. He confessed, explaining he hadn't wanted to hurt her. "It will never happen," he insisted. "I have nothing to do with her. I love you, Molly. I'm going to marry you, and we'll have that beautiful family we talked about." His words, filled with sincerity, soothed her fears, and they parted with a kiss. When Joseph arrived home that evening, his world tilted on its axis. Juliet was on his doorstep, surrounded by luggage, her face stained with tears. "We need to talk," she choked out. Inside, she delivered the news that would shatter everything. "I'm pregnant. My parents kicked me out. I have nowhere to go." Joseph was stunned, paralyzed by shock and a rising sense of dread. What could he do? He let her in, promising himself he'd figure it out, all while keeping the devastating secret from the woman he loved. Months passed. Juliet's belly began to show a visible sign of the secret Joseph was desperately trying to hide. He continued to see Molly every day, loving her, holding her, but a wall of silence was building between them. He was terrified of losing her, convinced the truth would be the end of them. Then came the day fate would no longer be ignored. Molly and her cousin Annie were walking home from the market, their baskets full. As they rounded a corner, Molly's heart stopped. Walking towards them were Joseph and Juliet was caressing a very pregnant belly. The world seemed to move in slow motion. Molly, though shattered inside, put on a mask of calm. Joseph looked like a ghost, as if he wished the ground would swallow him whole. As they passed, all he could manage was a whispered, worried hello. Molly's phone began to ring incessantly. It was Joseph. She ignored every call. He raced to her house, but Annie told him she was gone. He knew where to find her. Their spot, their sanctuary. He found her there, her body shaking with sobs. "Please, my love, hear me out," he begged. "It was a one-night mistake. I swear I didn't even speak to her again until she showed up at my doorstep." Molly looked at him, her eyes filled with a pain he had never seen before. "What about our promise, Joseph? What about us? It's just a matter of time before you marry her. Her parents won't let their grandchild be born out of wedlock. Why did you fail us?" They both cried, their tears mingling with the dust, mourning a future that was now just a dream. Soon, the whispers started. Rumors swirled through the town that Joseph's parents had gone to pay the bride price for Juliet. For Molly, it was the final blow. The shame, the pitying looks from the townspeople who had once admired their love, was too much to bear. She made a decision. She packed a small bag and left for her uncle's home in a distant town, leaving her old life and her broken heart behind. She changed her number, creating a silence Joseph couldn't break. He called and called, but the line was always dead. He desperately asked her family, her friends, anyone, but no one knew where Molly had gone. He was left alone with the echoes of a fallen promise and the haunting question of what might have been. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe for more.